Today, I'm going to show you the next build in Brookhaven, and make sure to stay until the end, because I'll show you what it could look like. And guys, look where I am. I'm at the place where the Brookhaven pool is usually located. And here, the ground has been completely leveled to be able to start demolishing everything next to the pool, like the slide. Right here, which we're going to crush, we're going to break everything, so we can put a new building in its place. In any case, that's the project that might come to Brookhaven, just like the Brookhaven Town Hall, or some other buildings. The Brookhaven pool is one of the things that hasn't changed in a long time. In fact, yes, it's been 4 years since there's been a single new addition at the Brookhaven pool. And as proof, let's go back a little bit, and I'll show you what it looked like before, and you'll see that almost nothing has changed. And look guys, I'm in a 2022 version of Brookhaven, and now, look, except for the missing water, because yes, in some Brookhaven versions, there's no water. That's normal, they're fake Brookhaven versions. So, there are a few bugs, and here, it's the Brookhaven pool that hasn't changed. There's still the same diving board, which of course works perfectly. Here we have the lifeguard station, and over there, of course, we have the slide. And absolutely nothing has changed. But well, there's no water. That's normal. We're in a fake Brookhaven. It's an old save from 2022, so it's really quite old. Here, we have beach towels, which are still here. Today, in Brookhaven, they're exactly the same. In the same place. We have the same street lamp here. It's exactly the same. There hasn't been any change after all these years. At this spot, it's shocking. Everything around has changed. I'm sure there are people who don't even recognize Brookhaven, even though it really is Brookhaven. But in the past, I mean really in the past, a very, very long time ago. So it's shocking to see that everything has changed except for this tiny little area. Here, yes, it's the only place that hasn't changed at all. Really not at all. And here, my friends, I'm back in our Brookhaven, the one from 2026. And yes, my friends, because as you could see, it has changed very little. Almost not at all, actually. Well, the slide is still just as cool. And look, you can also do something with the diving board. You'll be able to do something really cool. And it might disappear. So right now, I'm really disappointed because look at this trick you can do. You take any vehicle, even a small one for example, and look, you'll be able to make it jump into the air. I don't know where it landed, but where did my vehicle go? Where did it really go? But look, it's here. It jumped over there. Look, I'll do it again with a small vehicle. And look, it flew off somewhere random, and now it's going to land. Wow, that's crazy. It's insane. Look, it's here. No, I love doing this. Anyway, this area here is completely under construction. Because yes, there might be a new building coming to this spot. Because the Brookhaven pool is useless in the city, it takes up a lot of space for nothing. And Brookhaven needs space. They even removed some things completely. And yes, to add a dealership, they had to remove a building in Brookhaven. Well, this time, I'm not going far back in the past. It's just a few weeks ago. And look, we had this building with quite a few things that were removed. So here, it was for a birthday celebration. Here, of course, we had a tanning salon. So yes, you could tan right here. But all of that has been removed. Here, we had places to go under UV lights so you could get an artificial tan. And we also had a little breakfast spot right here with, look, pancakes and waffles. And all of that was removed from Brookhaven. It's really shocking to know that all of it was permanently removed. Other items were removed as well. You'll need to go into this building to see them. All the offices that are here have been removed. So the modeling agency, right here, it was removed. And here, the courthouse office, it was removed. Because yes, this is where the lawyers used to work. And here, the party organizers, it's the same. It was removed. Also, you could change the color of the office by pressing here on the side, so you could really change the color there. And set the color you want for the office you want. And even change the name. So here, I could put, for example, Darkito. And look, guys, it said Darkito here. And even outside, it also changed the text. And it said Darkito right here. So, you could completely change the offices and do whatever you wanted. So, It's really shocking that they removed that, but well, it's okay. It's been permanently removed. We could really do whatever we wanted. I thought it was really super cool, but I think it's a real shame because it was a good option that we could change the color of the office each time and be able to do whatever we wanted in that spot. So it's really a shame. On top of that, it really changed the colors, even outside the building, and we could really modify everything. So all of that has been permanently removed from Brookhaven. It's really very sad. Yeah, so now they're actually removing things to be able to add new things. And the only place that's useless in Brookhaven, and that takes up a lot of space. Well, it's here, and so here, in this spot, there's going to be a new building. And I'm going to show you a picture of what it could look like under construction. And even once it's finished, I'll show you those pictures. And I even have a third surprise picture to show you. And here, guys, this is a picture of what it could look like in the next few weeks. And yes, a construction zone. By the way, Brookhaven loves to do this before a big update. They love to change the area and put up signs that it's under construction. And that's what's going to happen here, guys. If a new building is going to appear here, there will first be a construction site to build up the hype so that everyone gets interested in the update. So, there's going to be a construction site there, and it's going to last for a little while. I'm sure you want to see another picture. Would you like to? Yes. Construction could last much longer than expected, and some projects have taken a really long time. In Brookhaven, I'm especially thinking about the nuclear power plant, or the restaurant, right here. Well, this one only lasted a week, but still, it lasted for a little while. And look at what the construction could look like. So here, we can see that it's under construction, and that there's a new building that could potentially be coming to Brookhaven. It could look like this. Just to be clear, these aren't official photos. They're pictures I generated myself. So it could really look like this. Yes. Of course, it's under construction, and we'll see anyway, guys. But I really think there's going to be a building at that spot, which is absolutely useless. Today, and I told you about a third photo, I need to show you that. But first, I'd like to visit a place you all know in Brookhaven. And a place that is really in terrible shape. A place that is totally abandoned by the developers. And yes, I'm of course talking about Brookhaven Secret Agency, that agency, which isn't getting updates anymore. For more than a year and a half, there hasn't been any change with the Brookhaven Secret Agency. No new features, no new secrets. And as proof, the Brookhaven portal has disappeared. Before, we had a secret portal that we could activate, and now we can't get it anymore. It's over. So it's possible that the Brookhaven Secret Agency could return in the next few weeks. And guess where? Yes, you're following me now to the place where the Brookhaven pool could be, and I'm going to show you a picture of what it might look like. I really have to show you. And look, guys, it's the Brookhaven Secret Agency. It would be the same one we knew a few years ago. Yes, I know some people knew about this secret agency, but I'm sure only a few of you did. By the way, if you want to see what Brookhaven really looked like before, you just have to go to the mall, because there are still pictures of the old Brookhaven at the movie theater. And once you're at the movie theater, you just have to sit down and look directly at the screen in front of you. And look, that's the secret agent I showed you in the photo. Right there. So, guys, if it's at the movie theater, it could mean that it's coming back to Brookhaven, because they've never changed the movies. Maybe it's because the secret agent from Brookhaven will come back one day. And if it came back here, wouldn't that be amazing? Anyway, leave your thoughts in the comments, if I'm right or if I'm wrong. And above all, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and watch other videos.
Oh,